education. It's okay, I guess keep it rolling because it's going to click to the next vibe. Education. I've never been a fan of any of it. So coming in, like, I was probably one of the worst students in the history of Jamaica. Right, Jen?
Grandma tells me that.
I was dumb times two. Bro, I went from, if Jamaicans will know this, I went to 1C, right, the first year of school. The second year, they were gonna keep me back in 1C again. I was so bad.
2 times?
They were gonna repeat me. But they were like, no, we can't repeat him.
Yeah.
See? So we're gonna put him in 2D, which is too dumb. You got 1A, 1B. You got 1C, you got 1D. Then you got same thing. They put me in 2D.
They put you in 2 stupid.
Then I went to 2 dumb. I went to 2 dumb. Then I went to 3 dumb.
Oh God.
And then I went to, instead of saying dumb for the 4th year, they call it 4 arts 2. So the science, 4 science 1 and 4 science 2 are the smarter children, and 4 arts 1 and 2. That's where all the athletes were.
It's always such a hierarchy.
All the athletes. Yeah.
Always such a hierarchy.
Yeah. So I was going through high school knowing that I wasn't swift. You know, so I decided I didn't need to know a lot of stuff. What I started to recognize from an early age is that I started to feel things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I have really get to now, which is the main, this is going to be our last 15 minutes here. This is my message to my children have heard this ad nauseum, so I'll say it to everybody else. Everybody waiting for Dr. King or Martin or Muhammad
For a new leader.
or Michael Jordan isn't doing enough.
Yes.
And all. You blame Michael Jordan.
Don't even get me.
You blame Michael Jordan because he didn't do what Muhammad Ali did.
He never.
I am asking the people, all of you,
Look at what else he did.
who blame what else he did, cool, but what I want to say is, what are you doing?
That's a good one.
What have you done?
Before
Michael
you tear
Jordan.
someone down.
Michael Jordan for me.
Hero.
Listen, my son will tell you about me and Muhammad Ali.
Dude, I'll go for hours about that.
Okay.
But Michael,
So Muhammad Ali is the Mecca, is whatever, right? I'm not gonna tell you about no Mount Rushmore because I can't fuck up. You know, you're not there. See? So this man, I used to be athletic. So I used to watch how my opponents would find ways to defeat me. Either they were faster, more skillful, they were whatever. They were bigger, they were stronger. They found ways to beat me. I watched a human being play against the top 1% of all basketball players on the planet, on the whole planet. And I really respect somebody who is willing to put in more work than everybody else in order to win.
And let me jump in on that. Shouts to all my mans from Oakwood who may or may not be watching this. I bring up OFSAA every day. It's one of the most proud moments of my life.
I was there.
Hardest work. So I was growing up with watching Michael Jordan. Dad would always tell me that, see him, got 45 points. He's gonna go to the gym after this game and work on his jumper. He's gonna
lift weights.
See the guy who's tired right now? He's gonna go and run laps after this. So when I'm younger, I'm like, but he's winning. And as I started to grow, I'm like, well, that's why he got 45 points. That's why he got 6 rings. That's why he taught people how to be champions. Because people look back on him and say, I didn't really like him when I was playing with him. And looking back, I don't think we would have won if he wasn't like that.
Well, you see, what any man, woman who has competed in a team sport, most athletes out there who compete and want to win want Michael Jordan on their team.
Yeah,
every one of us wants him on our team.
100%.
Not because he's the most skillful, but he will not back down.
He's not going to lose.
So all of you who want to learn how to not back down,
take a note from
that brother and stop telling me him and Tiger Woods are not black enough. I am asking you black and white humans, and any other
Any
human,
other type.
what have you done for me lately? And if you can look in the mirror and what your accomplishments have done in the past several years of your life is greater than the parts of the people you criticize,
Try to tear down.
then okay, man, talk your shit.
Go for it.
Talk your shit.
Go for it.
Like, if you ask Michael Jordan who the GOAT is, he says, dude, I don't know. You know, because
I didn't get a chance to
I
play
didn't get
against
it. I didn't get
champion.
against one.
And that's a competitor right there.
Right, I want to know. I want to go up against him. I want to go up against
let me
LeBron
touch
James.
let me touch on one Ganja thing for all of the people who follow us and love us for the love that we try and spread into this world. There was, me and my buddies were talking about how it's funny that we live in a system where when during this pandemic, THC was labeled as something that you need, when people who were arrested for weed charges are still in prison right now. Is there any, let me spark up there.
Rastafari, you know, Rastafari,
Like daddy is
Rastafari
incredible.
paved the way for many things for me, not just ganja. Rastafari took beatings. Rastafari
Still
were murdered. One of Jamaica's greatest heroes, the first prime minister ever, Alexander Bustamante, killed the most Rastafari people. So I don't know how you want to rate up a leader of my country who killed my people. But then I am different. So that's why I said to you, the connection of European superiority is global.
Yes,
because
race was created by Europeans.
Because they got a Jamaican willing to kill his own people.
Yep.
They have, and many of the governments since him are doing it, have done, and continue to do the same thing to Jamaican people today. Saying, and now people are gonna say, you know, well, I thought Jamaica was beautiful. It is a beautiful place. But some of the people living in Jamaica don't live so good.
And Daddy, to touch on what you said about Europeans, I didn't learn this in any books, but I learned this from my family members and my ancestry that race was created by colonizers to create a hierarchy, and we were always put at the bottom of that totem pole.
We're at the bottom of the totem pole for the Chinese. In Hong Kong right now, there are bars and clubs that black people cannot go into.
There's a reason for that, because still to this day, as we both sit here as men trying to spread some love, people, or we started this conversation on people will try and attack you for not being black enough, being this enough or that enough. Dude, we are a family. We are.
Well, no, we are a family of those who feel it. Because some of them like for going like they're my family.
How you mean specifically? I know what you're saying, bro.
It's like how some of the riots and the peaceful riots become violent.
Yes.
Back in, I guess, 1930s.
Before the civil rights riots.
Well,
they were
there was a
rights.
bridge named Marcus Mazai Garvey.
Big ups to him.
And
thanks for teaching me about him.
Yes, they never teach me about him in Jamaica. Anyway.
Which they should.
They won't.
Yes,
So,
continue.
This bridge named J. Edgar Hoover. I think he was the then young director of the FBI. He learned what to do with protests for civil rights movements. He planted FBI agents into the crowd, so they would be the ones to throw the first brick. They would be the ones to throw the first bomb or fire the first bullet. So the police would then defend themselves.
from
against
the tyranny.
against the unarmed,
Which
black
is
man.
happening right now because history always repeats itself when people don't educate themselves. And the amount of people who are, I saw a video of people looting, and I'm gonna be 100%. I saw like 8 of them. I didn't see any black people stealing shit.
I like the one circling where like a white guy is beating the glasses. I'm not going to pull out and look at him and he's like, oh shit,
Listen,
Negroes.
I'm gonna run.
Negroes.
I saw a video of a group of kids.
So, wait. So, Mr. J. Edgar Hoover.
Yes.
So,
You want to pass a bone pass, please?
when X and Monk and Dr. King were doing their marches, and they were doing whatever they're doing, they were planting FBI agents into the culture.
Into the culture or into the...
When in Coral Gardens, when Sir Alexander Bustamante, sent the police to kill Rastafari and shaved them and beat them in Jamaica, it was rumored that the FBI sent black FBI agents that they groomed a year in advance so they could grow locks.
Well, and you know what's crazy though, Dad? Because that's not even like, that for people seems far-fetched, you know, like that, those kinds of concepts. Like, well,
It is far-fetched.
Why would they do that?
Far-fetched if you haven't lived it.
Exactly. And to touch on something too, briefly, when I was telling Jack and Lola last night about my experience with those 2 really aggressive cops at one time, because they asked me what kind of experiences I've been to.
I didn't even touch the police, and it's like 8 minutes. Touch it.
Yeah, I know. We got a couple more minutes left. Because when certain types of people, regardless of their ethnic background, try and tell me that I'm not black enough to be involved in the fight that I am already living. I remember when I was walking home from the corner store, and I'll put this in a nutshell. I was coming home from the corner store to get chased. A cruiser pulled up quick, I could hear it skirt, and the cop came and grabbed me by my neck and pushed me up against the wall and said, "Where are you going?" And immediately I said, "Why are your hands on me?" And he started to put his hand tighter on my neck. So I realized right away, if I keep talking, I'm gonna probably get hurt tonight. So I kept my mouth shut. They told me that I needed my ID on me. I told them again and again it was at home as he kept trying to squeeze my neck. And I realized in that moment that if I say something wrong, I'm gonna die. If I say anything witty,
I wanted you to know that.
And I knew it. I still get shivers talking about it because of the level of anger. And when people try and tell me I'm not this and that, the system doesn't give me that chance to make that choice.
What about the time where you got